You ever find yourself holding on to someone even when deep down you know they're not good for you? You tell yourself it's love, you believe they're the one, but what if it's not love at all? What if it's emotional attachment gone toxic? Today, we're going to talk about 5 silent ways emotional attachment can control you. The kind that keeps you stuck in cycles of hurt, doubt, and longing, even when logic tells you to walk away. Your brain tells you, yeah, this is obvious, this is horrible, but your heart just isn't there to leave. Number 1, you confuse attachment with love. Toxic attachment often feels like love because it's intense. It pulls at your heart, it clouds your judgment, and it makes you think, I can't live without them. But real love is about freedom, respect, and mutual growth. With toxic attachment, it's not about what you gain from the relationship, it's about what you're afraid to lose. You stay not because it makes you feel better, but because the thought of letting them go feels unbearable. And here's the kicker, that fear, it isn't always about the other person. Sometimes it's rooted in your own past. Abandonment issues, childhood neglect, or low self worth, they all teach us to cling even to people who break us. Number 2, you justify their bad behavior. They cancel plans last minute, they gaslight you during arguments, they cross your boundaries, and yet you defend them. Maybe you say things like, they're just stressed, they're usually not like this, they've been going through a lot of shit. You start romanticizing their pain and blaming yourself for their behavior. This is emotional manipulation, and it thrives on your empathy, and compassion becomes a weapon against you. But what helped me is you have to ask yourself, if a friend told me this story, would I tell them to stay? Of course not. But again, this is easier said than done, but knowing this is a start to moving on. Number 3, you lose your identity. When emotional attachment turns toxic, you begin to shrink. You compromise your options, you silence your needs, you shapeshift to who they want you to be. You stop doing the things you love, you filter your words to avoid conflicts, like stepping on eggshells. You forget what you like, what you want, and who you are, because the relationship becomes your whole identity. And here's the truth, a healthy relationship should add to your identity and not erase it. Number 4, you fear being alone more than being unhappy. You tell yourself it's better to stay than start over, but deep down, you're not afraid of losing them. You're afraid of facing yourself. Loneliness is uncomfortable. It forces you to sit with your wounds you've avoided for years, and so you convince yourself that some love, even painful love, is better than no love at all. But settling for a connection that drains you is not strength. It's a fear in disguise, and you deserve more than freaking survival mode. Number 5, you ignore your intuition. Your gut tells you something's off, but you talk yourself out of it over and over again. That voice inside you, it's not paranoia, and it's not being too emotional. It's your inner wisdom, the part of you that knows what peace feels like, even if you've forgotten. Toxic attachment makes you doubt that voice. It convinces you that your standards are too high, that no one's perfect, that this is the best you'll get. It's not. It never is. Toxic emotional attachment isn't about weakness. It's about wounds. And once you see them for what they are, you can start to heal them. You are not broken. You're learning. Learning to choose peace over chaos, truth over fantasy, you over someone who doesn't even see your worth. Awareness is the first step to freedom. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need this message today. And in the comments, tell me what's one thing you're doing to choose yourself this year. You're not alone. You're just waking up, and that is power.